Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Cobalt Mood. Today I'm feeling a little bit scattered. I have a lot of things to do that are like partially complete. So this weekend, I guess it was Friday, I went to Salem, and since I always talk about like the previous day, I never actually like covered what I found. Salem for me is about an hour one way, and so I was just kind of testing to see what it would be like if I added that and the stores down there as a zone. So I currently have 3 zones around me that I go to. Usually it's like 1 zone a day. I'm just not fast enough to hit more than that. And so yeah, I was testing to see like, would Salem be worth the drive? I hit like 5 stores, I want to say. I was moving a little bit faster the day that I went. I was also limited on time. Like, I had a dog arrival at like 5 p.m. It was like raining, and with there being traffic at rush hour, I needed to leave by probably like 3:30 to be safe. And I got there, like the stores in that area didn't open till like, I think 10 or 11. So like, it was a shorter trip than I would have wanted to really like test it, but since I'd never been to any of those stores, I kind of got like firsthand information on, I guess, what it would be like to go on a random day. I also went to like a few different other like small thrift stores that they had. Like one of them was a charity shop one that had like the smallest plush section and toy section ever. One of them was like a all baby shop. It literally smelled like babies. It was amazing. I was very close to asking if they had like a baby scent that they put in, because it was just like, oh, huge block of baby coming at you, like the good smelling baby. But yeah, I think it was just because of the clothes they had. I don't know if there's like baby specific detergents or something that they put in the clothes, but it's like they had like the whole store was like crammed with like wall to wall clothing. I was hoping they were going to have some like plush, but nah. Just kind of did a sweep in there and then went back out. So yeah, like it seemed like the stores that actually had a good selection were, good old Goodwill. And I think I was setting out to do 16 or over 16 on Friday when I went. I thought I got like way under that, but when I did the tallies when I got home, like I think I got 17, but they weren't all plush. I did get a little bit distracted. I think probably by like the fourth store, I got a little distracted because I wasn't finding really that much in the previous stores, and I was like, oh my gosh, the time is going away, like I'm gonna be screwed. And so yeah, I started getting a little distracted, and I was like looking in the toys. I picked up some like vintage animal figures that like do well if I lot them. I also picked up this like really large train set that I'm just going to list as a lot. Similar comps were like $75. So the stuff I was picking up that weren't plush were still hitting my metric. But yeah, I didn't get full plush, and I don't know if, like, had I taken that time I was looking at toys, which I know less about, and applied it to going to another store, like I don't know if I could have hit 16 plush items, but I was able to see like what, like I said, other thrifts, if they were good or not, besides Goodwill's. And I did go to one thrift store that I liked. They had like this like those, I don't know what they're called, but they're like, when you go to like Target, and they have like all those like bouncy balls that they put in that like white cage thing, so you have to kind of like really dig through it. A similar story for their plush. They had like 4 side by side that were like maybe 4 feet tall. So like I was like, really digging, and then like moving the stuff that I already looked at like to the next one, and just like it was a little bit chaotic. I was able to get a few items, like some old Disney stuff from there, but the prices were more expensive. I mean, I guess it was still worth it to go, like the margin's still there to flip them online, but yeah, just kind of like, sometimes I wish that if it's not a Goodwill and it's a thrift store, that the the prices will be better. But that's hasn't been my experience so far. Yeah, so I think like in total, like the trip to Salem, like I am glad I went so I could test it as a zone. I think I'm probably gonna do it like once a month, maybe. Preferably on a day where I have more time. Yeah, it was just kind of average. Like I think I'm finding similar items up here, like in the Portland area. So yeah, I wouldn't have that part of my like weekly routes or anything. Yeah, so for today, I'm kind of undecided. I've been undecided for like 2 hours now. So I don't know. I guess I'm kind of letting my body decide, but I'm trying to decide like which path I want to take. Today is a full day. I don't have anything going on, so like it would be the best day to go sourcing. Like there's not going to be distractions or anything. But I am feeling like pretty low energy. I'm feeling kind of nauseous today. And like, I feel like the longevity of this week would be better served if I stayed home and just did things around the house. Yeah, also over the weekend, I, finally started on taxes and I got like probably like maybe 80% of the way there. I've decided, yesterday what to do about these shelves, but haven't set them up and haven't moved the book. So like those are things I could get done that would help future me. But again, like it's balancing the opportunity. Like all the things that I could do from home, I could also do while I had a dog here. And yeah, I'm like booked beyond belief in the dog category. Like I have somebody coming by this weekend, or like it starts I think Thursday, so like they'll be here for 4 days, and then I'm gonna have 2-day break, and then I'm gonna meet this person tomorrow. I had like 13 days available between Tuesdays in March, and she booked like a full week. Yeah, it's just kind of, I'm looking at my calendar now and I'm just like, I'm very booked. Very, very booked. And all of the families except one, who's my last stay in March, are new. Logically, right, I know that I should be doing at-home activities while the dogs are here. And in order to be successful, I should load up on inventory as much as possible so that I can like photo enlist here while the dogs are here, instead of like trying to like snipe online and then just like increase my cost of goods. But then also at that point I'd have to go meet somebody on Marketplace. Like it's just like it's like a good problem. Like it's a good problem to be booked, but with me wanting to like kind of increase my sourcing, that makes it more challenging and limited. So, okay, so in terms of how, I forget what call, I feel like it was this week. I don't know time. I was talking about my new queue system, and I've done that now 2 days and it's working really well. It makes a lot of sense. Like pull a box, list that box, refill it with my like power hour box, and then put it back on the shelf. It's like great in that way. It's also great from like a sourcing perspective. Like if my boxes are full, I know I'm covered. It helps my nervous system, and then I'm able to like dump the extras in the power hour box. And then thirdly, like right now, I'm ahead, or I have in the queue 3 boxes, full boxes, and one box has 1 item in it, and the power hour box has 0. So I know that I need to source. This is not going to get me through 4 days. This new dog is coming. I'm behind, I think, 2 days because I have to pull from these 3 today for listing. Yeah, anyways, it's like I know that I need to source. That is the point. I know I need to source. I would rather source later on in the week when I'm not feeling so blah, but it is not going to work out strategy-wise. Schedule-wise is what I mean to say. So I know I want to cry. I know that I have to source today. I have to source today. I have to source tomorrow. Tomorrow I have like a bunch of appointments from like 9 to like 12. Meeting with a new family at 12. So I'm not going to be able to get out till like 1 or 2 tomorrow, but I don't have anything the rest of the day. So like tomorrow's looking like probably, depending what I don't find today, sourcing like from like 1 or 2 to 8 p.m. That's when I have to do it. I have to fit it in. Today, apparently, I have to source. Luckily, sourcing is a lot of looking up stuff, and while yes, that requires brain cells, like the hurdle is mostly like pushing myself to get to the next store and pushing myself to not get like distracted by all these other departments that I don't know as well. Maybe today I can practice doing the plush aisle and then just heading straight to checkout. Like I need to keep it moving today. I'm just gonna have to zombie through it, I think. Yeah, so I'm not looking forward to that. And I'm also not looking forward to, like, because I can't do all the tasks I want to do, like I want to set up the shelves. I want to move the books. I want to finish my taxes. I want to start on research. I owe myself 6 deep dives. I have done 0 so far. Again, I'm looking at brands, but I'm not documenting them. So like we have like 2 weeks left. If I don't do that this week, I'm going to owe 6 next week, and I'm going to run into the same problem of like, oh, I have to source, but I only have 2 days free. And then I have like a dog here for 5 days. Like I'm doing it, guys. It's just hard, and it's just like so hard to push myself out the door. And like one other thing, like I don't even know if this is gonna make it into this call because I'm over time at this point, but like I talked about listings with like the group, and they were like, oh, 8 is really high, and my overachieving self when I'm not really tired is like I like that because then I feel like I'm like rising above and beyond. But going from 3 to 8 is quite hard. As somebody in the group pointed out, the percentage wise, I'm like doubling everything. And that's probably why I have all these issues now. So like my gut wants me to just stick to 8 and just do whatever I need to get it done. And just see, like give myself like 2 weeks to like do this, or a month to do this, 8 a day. If I'm low one day, well then I owe the store X number the next day. You know, somebody had a great idea, like why don't you just do 5 so you're not so stressed, and then you can still list in photo 8 and put the extra 3 in your draft bank, so should you get sick you can pull from the draft bank. Like that makes a lot of sense. But because I am who I am and I like to beat my own drum, or drum the beat of the drum, or walk the drum, something about walking and beating drums. I don't know what the phrase is. I really want to set the goal to 8 and just do it because I want to see what my bank account looks like if I just push myself to 8 every day. I'm feeling I feel like if I were to go to 5, that's like giving myself a break. And being so new, I feel like I would learn so much and get so much more out of this process if I just like pushed it to the max. Will I burn out in March? We'll find out. But yeah, I'm just going to do the next 2 days. I'm going to see what happens on the sourcing wise. And then maybe like Thursday or Friday, when I'm not feeling so nauseous and gross, I can decide, is this a good move for my mental health to push it to 8, or should I do what that smart man in the group suggested of still doing 8, but really trying for 5 and then putting the extras in the draft? I gotta think about it. All right, till next time, everyone have a great day, and I'll be back tomorrow to see if I solve for any of these things. All right, take care. Bye.